In 2023, researchers found that just a few tablespoons of seed oils like canola oil each day could shift the balance of fatty acids in your body enough to trigger chronic inflammation. But here is the scary part that we should all focus on. Most people don't even realize they're eating that much because canola oil hides in salad dressings, sauces, fried foods, restaurant meals, and even so-called healthy snacks. So if canola oil is everywhere, what should you actually cook with instead? Today, I'm going to break down why canola oil isn't the heart-healthy option you've been told it is, and I'll also show you the best substitutes that actually support your health. Let's start with the simple yet important question: what's wrong with canola oil? At first, it sounds healthy because it's marketed as low in saturated fat, cholesterol-free, and heart-healthy, the most obvious one. That's why it shows up in everything from bottled salad dressings to baking mixes. But the truth is, canola oil goes through some of the most intense industrial processing of any cooking oil. Here's what the process looks like in making this so-called health oil. Canola oil comes from the rapeseed plant. The raw oil isn't safe to eat because it contains natural toxins like erucic acid. To make it edible, manufacturers have to refine it. That means heating it to very high temperatures, treating it with chemical solvents like hexane, bleaching it to remove its dark color, and deodorizing it to mask its smell. By the time it reaches your kitchen, it's a completely altered product. Now, why does this matter for you to understand? Because during that refining process, a lot of the natural nutrients are stripped away, and the oil ends up loaded with something called linoleic acid, which is an omega-6 polyunsaturated fatty acid, or most commonly known as PUFA. Now, omega-6s aren't automatically bad. Your body does need some of them, but here's the loophole most people don't know about. It's all about balance. Our ancestors ate a diet where omega-6 and omega-3 fats were roughly balanced, something like a 4-to-1 ratio. But today, thanks to oils like canola, soybean, and corn oil, that ratio is often closer to 20-to-1. Think of it like a seesaw. If omega-3 fats are on one side and omega-6 fats are on the other, modern diets have the omega-6 side weighed down so heavily that the whole system is out of balance. And when that happens, your body starts making more pro-inflammatory molecules. Over time, that inflammation doesn't just show up as feeling sore or tired. It can quietly drive chronic conditions like heart disease, obesity, diabetes, arthritis, and even brain disorders like Alzheimer's. So yes, canola oil is technically low in saturated fat, and that's why companies love to market it as heart healthy, but its high omega-6 content and heavy processing make it anything but healthy. Now, you might be thinking, wait, so should I just cut out all oils with omega-6? Definitely not. Omega-6 fats in small amounts are fine, especially when they come from natural foods like nuts or seeds. The real problem is when highly processed seed oils become your main cooking fat. That's where the imbalance gets dangerous. And here's the good news: you don't have to cut out oils completely. You just need to swap canola oil for healthier, more stable options that give you the benefits without the downsides. Let's look at 4 of the best substitutes for canola oil. On number 1, it's extra virgin olive oil. I believe that this is the king of healthy oils. Why? Because it's minimally processed. Instead of going through bleaching or deodorizing, it's just pressed from fresh olives. That means it keeps natural antioxidants like polyphenols and vitamin E, which protect your heart and fight inflammation. And here's what research shows about this oil. The famous pre-dime trial, published in the New England Journal of Medicine, followed over 7,000 people and found that a Mediterranean diet rich in extra virgin olive oil cut the risk of heart attack and stroke by about 30%. That's definitely huge. Olive oil works great for low to medium heat cooking, like sautéing vegetables or scrambling eggs. It's also perfect for salad dressings or drizzling on top of cooked meals. If you're just starting to move away from canola oil, olive oil is the easiest switch you can make. On number 2, I have avocado oil. Let's say you need something that can handle high heat. That's where avocado oil shines. It's also rich in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, but unlike olive oil, it has a smoke point over 480 degrees Fahrenheit or 250 degrees Celsius. On top of that, avocado oil contains antioxidants like lutein, which supports eye health, and vitamin E, which protects your cells. A study in the Journal of Functional Foods found that avocado oil not only resists oxidation during high heat cooking, but also helps lower LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, while raising HDL, the good cholesterol. So if you want a healthy, all-purpose cooking oil that can handle almost anything, avocado oil is your best bet. Number 3 on the list is coconut oil. This one is controversial, so let's clear up the confusion. Coconut oil is high in saturated fat, and for decades, saturated fat was considered the villain in heart disease. But now, research shows the story is more nuanced. The saturated fat in coconut oil is mostly made of medium chain chain triglycerides, or MCTs. These fats are metabolized differently in your body. They're used quickly for energy rather than being stored. Some studies even suggest they may support metabolism and help with weight management. Another big advantage, coconut oil is very stable at high heat. Unlike canola oil, it doesn't oxidize easily. That makes it a much safer option for frying or baking. Now, does this mean you should slather coconut oil on everything? No, it's still calorie dense and moderation is key. But if you need a stable cooking fat, coconut oil is much better than seed oils. Last but not least is ghee, aka clarified butter. It's a staple in Indian cooking for centuries. Ghee is basically butter that's been simmered until the water and milk solids are removed. What's left is pure butter fat. But why should you choose ghee instead of canola oil? Because of the much higher smoke point, around 480 degrees Fahrenheit, it's stable for frying and sautéing. It also has a rich, nutty flavor that makes food taste amazing. Ghee is loaded with fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K2, which are crucial for vision, bone strength, and hormone health. It also contains conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA, which some studies suggest may reduce inflammation and support metabolism. And here's the important part. Ghee isn't some new health trend. It's been used safely in traditional diets for thousands of years. Compare that to canola oil, which only became common after industrial refining methods in the 20th century. Sometimes the old ways really are better. So here's the bottom line. Canola oil may look harmless. It's cheap, it's in almost everything, and it's marketed as heart healthy. But underneath that label, it's a heavily processed oil high in omega-6 fats that fuel inflammation. The good news is you don't need it. You can swap it out for extra virgin olive oil when you want flavor and antioxidants, or avocado oil for high heat cooking, or coconut oil for stable frying and baking, or ghee for that traditional nutrient-rich fat. These swaps might seem like small changes, but they add up. Over time, choosing healthier fats means lowering inflammation, protecting your heart, and supporting your long-term health. If you are a health freak person and getting zinc in one way or the other, you should watch this video next, where I have shared why you need to stop taking zinc.